Hello, I'm Sergeant First Class Matt KUZARA, and I'm going to give an informational brief about a story that happened while I was a drill sergeant down at Fort Benning, Georgia. When I was when I was a drill sergeant, I was fortunate enough to be a part of a unit called the Fitness Training Unit. We specifically dealt with soldiers who either needed to lose weight for their PT test, or more specifically, from my aspect, soldiers who got injured while they were training. I had a soldier, she was actually attempting to go to be infantry, but unfortunately she got injured and tore her ACL. She had actually been in the unit for 15 months recovering. Well, during the course of that 15 months, she had also gone through a lot of personal issues. Because she was actually Colombian, she could never go back home during like breaks in training, and unfortunately, she was dealing with a divorce and a custody battle. So a lot of mental issues that were hitting her all at the same time. And there was one story, or one time when a fellow drill sergeant of mine just happened to just really berate her for a very small thing. And coming on the heel of all these other issues, she just broke down and just absolutely like gave up, was crying, and talked about how she just wanted to commit suicide. And I got my fellow drill sergeant away, and I sat down with her. I took my hat off and I talked with her, and I gave her, as much advice as I could, and explained to her, like, hey, don't make a short, a long-term sacrifice for short-term pain. You're going to just be transferring all these issues to your family. And I spoke to her for like 20 minutes, and eventually she was able to go get seek mental help with one of our psychiatrists. But it was a week later that I had to drive her to the hospital for one of her appointments, and she actually expressed to me that she had been in a dark place, and that my words helped her out immensely to pull back from that. And that was probably like the one time in my experience as a drill sergeant that I felt like I actually accomplished something.